This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, get the motherfucking revenue. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party, party. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Party, party.
We came to kick you on your ball sack and everything in your bag. We taking all that. You better fall
Thanks
back.
to an extra layer of tobacco leaf.
Like you drive a lemon.
Hits better thanks to those 2 layers of leaf being all natural. Does it get any better? To be blunt, yes it does. Al Capone is so easy to roll with a self-stick strip. Oh, and did we mention? Our premium wraps come in 3 great flavors: original, cognac, and rum. If you want a great smoke, you need a great natural leaf wrap. Slow burn hits better.
It's a party, baby. What we came to do. This is what we came to do. You know how we do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Nate Watts. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. This is what we came to do. Come on, party, come on. This is what we came to do. Yeah. This is what we came to do. Be real. This is what we came to do. Too short. Psycho easy. Let's go.
Thanks to an extra layer of tobacco leaf. Hits better thanks to those 2 layers of leaf being all natural. Does it get any better? To be blunt, yes it does. Al Capone wraps are also easy to roll with a self-stick strip. Oh, and did we mention? Our premium wraps come in 3 great flavors: original, cognac, and rum. If you want a great smoke, you need a great natural leaf wrap. Slow burn hits better.
listened to this introduction.
Fucking nice, mate. Everything you want is on the other side of hard. You want it easy, leasy, tell them they can pray to God. And even God would think, goddamn, that's kinda odd. What kind of facade are you running? Another fucking fraud. You ain't put the work and you just wanna clutch your bag. If you try to touch my bag, then I gotta clutch the mag. Barrel stays smoking like a chain smoking stoner. Promo coming at you while the homie smoke a corner. Want a job at Greenthumb, come see me, I'm the owner. But I might be on the phone, so just wait your turn and take a number. Don't be coming with your hand out. That shit never panned out. You're looking at the stand.
Thanks to an extra layer of tobacco leaf. Hits better thanks to those 2 layers of leaf being all natural. Does it get any better? To be blunt, yes it does. Al Capone wraps are also easy to roll with a self-stick strip. Oh, and did we mention? Our premium wraps come in 3 great flavors: original, cognac, and rum. If you want a great smoke, you need a great natural leaf wrap. Slow burn, hits better.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show, live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, X, and the home site, www.BREALTV. What it do? To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
What up? Happiest of Monday to you all.
It's pretty happy, man.
Yeah, man.
We got the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo, in the buildings. We got the Treehouse Crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up?
Chilling. We got my brother, special guest in the house, Mr. Capone.
Yeah.
Up in here.
That's right, B-Real. You know what it is.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
And we got the legendary Mellow Man Ace in the building.
Your Honor, I didn't do it.
I like the splash. You got LA plus LA equals LA.
Doubling up.
You know what I'm saying?
Had to do it in Mr. Capone's honor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Man, I'll tell you what though. So far, you know, we got LAFC still in the hunt.
Yeah,
because only Ray rocks the galaxy over here. But LAFC in the hunt, and you know we still got the fucking Dodgers, dog. They're holding us up.
Yeah,
because all the other LA teams sort of just broke.
What happened?
That you know we're all asking this. What happened?
What happened?
I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I got to tell you something, bro. Mr. Capone and myself, we got a badass joint coming out.
Yeah.
That we got to talk about. Because, I mean, you're here. I mean, we got to talk about
Yeah, definitely, man.
it. Yeah, man.
Had to.
Yeah, it's a banger, man. You know, we rap it. We got to do it.
With the OG B-Real, man, shit, ain't get better than that.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for the invite on that.
No, for real, man. If it's smoking songs, how about B-Real, you know?
Yeah.
That's it, you know? That's all I know in my world from LA, you know? So
you know, this is a thing that's happening in LA right now, and I think is beautiful, which is all of us are starting to open up and work together and like collab with each other. Whereas before, and I know you remember this, Mello, a lot of us were to ourselves and to our own kingdoms, and we weren't really collaborating for shit. We were just doing our own thing.
Yeah,
the world. A lot of years, the labels kept us away from each other.
That part,
because they didn't know whose label is it gonna.
What are they gonna get out of it?
Yeah, what are they gonna get out of it?
Yeah.
And so it kind of made us all stay in our own pockets, and then kind of just sales watch the other guy.
I think the independent game opened up the whole collaboration thing and opened the eyes of some of these majors into what they were missing by not doing these fucking collabs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the independent game just straight opened that, because now it's like collabs all
and that social media, because now you've seen everybody's doing things, and back in the days, everybody was in their own world, like, oh, we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in the other world. But when you see that social media, you see, dang, the world is moving.
Yeah.
Everyone's moving. You know? There's a lot of them players, you know?
And you don't want to be left behind.
Exactly, yeah.
I think that's the one thing that's inspiring about social media, other than all the other fuckery that happens from it. Because, I mean, it's a whole lot of fuckery. Let's just be realistic. Some people be trying to go viral with some dumb shit. Will do dumb shit to themselves or say the dumbest shit possible to get themselves out there. But that's you know, some of the sacrifice you have in being on some of those platforms. But the cool shit is that you could see another artist. If you're an artist and you're watching what other artists are doing, and if they're showing you that they're like keeping things moving and doing shit fresh, different, or even throwback shit, but like out there doing something, it makes other motherfuckers like look at themselves like, fuck, I should be out there doing something. But what am I doing? I'm just fucking sitting here on my hands. Like, this motherfucker's out here like making it happen.
Inspirational too.
Yeah.
You know, new artists, you know. So
that too.
Yeah.
Like you could see a young artist out there doing something completely different. You'd be like, oh shit.
And they got that social media mind already, you know what I mean? They know how to market themselves in that way because they grew up with that, you know what I mean? We got it like halfway into already our careers, and so we got to adapt to this now.
We got to figure this out.
We got to figure this out. And then
I hate it when that happens.
You know, and then you got these kids now, and you know they're 5 years old, and they're making reels, and they're doing all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You could hire a 10-year-old to go do your reels for. Hey, kid,
yeah,
I'm give you X amount a month. Handle my reels. Handle it better than someone, you know, 3 times his age.
Yeah.
Because they grew up with technology, and like you said, you know, it's like was taught to them from day one, whereas we didn't have that kind of technology. I think the most technology we had in school was learning how to type on the typewriter, and then eventually when the computer came in, learning just how to type on that fucking thing, and that's it.
Exactly.
In our generation, as someone in their 50s and up, you know, younger generation here, they got taught different with different technology, which is great for them because they understand it in a way that we have to fucking adapt and learn.
Can't forget the complicated Sky pager.
Oh yeah, it's fucking,
man.
yeah, that was
Sky
so
pager.
complicated.
Complicated Sky pager.
1-800-SKY-PAGE.
Man, if you had a pager, it was straight fucking like the way that the police profile a motherfucker. A person would just look at you and be like drug dealer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Especially had a couple of them, you know.
Yeah, because really only the people that had them in the beginning were like doctors mostly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Surgeons, because they had to be on call like fucking like this. And, you know, they look at one of us, they know we ain't no fucking surgeon. We might be running the drugstore in the alley, but we ain't the surgeon.
And then when you had that big old phone, remember back in the days?
the brick?
Yeah, the brick.
Yeah.
You had to charge it to the car when you're rolling. That shit, you know, like, man.
I'm surprised someone hasn't brought back the body of a brick phone. Like, not necessarily it be the same style phone with today's technology, but the brick design.
Man, I was clearing out the house and I found my pop's pager. It was like a brick size.
Oh, wow.
And what you had to do is that you had to call up a number, talk to somebody.
And then they paged that.
Right. So you tell them, what's the message? And they would charge him by the letter.
Oh,
You know, so my pops would be like, keep that shit short.
Yeah, because that shit costs money to have
Exactly.
some. They didn't have no automated system to just type out the shit, like to hear and dictate.
Yeah.
It was an actual fucking person.
Yeah.
And that was expensive.
Yeah, and then they had to send a message.
That's
Yeah.
sort of like the OG telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the telegram?
Yeah.
Shit.
The crazy how far communication has come from then to now. They were sending letters on fucking horseback.
Oh, my Pony Express.
Yeah, Pony Express, motherfucker.
Birds, right? Like the wars, they would send a message to the next army on a bird, right? Or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Could you imagine if Apple came out with the iPhone brick?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like, do a brick version. Throw back to the 80s. 80s, throw
But
brick
can do
back.
all the shit that these do?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Do all of that, but it's a brick.
Make the whole thing the
email,
fucking
all that.
screen, you know what I'm saying? No buttons, but just like the body, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, you remember like the flip phones or like maybe even possibly the brick phone? If you had to send like a text back, each number had 3 letters
Yes.
that you had to push like okay, once for the A, twice for the B,
Yeah.
3 times for the C. You know what I mean? So it was like the text back was like
Yeah, that was work. That was fucked up. Yeah. You have to really work for that.
And we used to do it while driving. You know what I mean? Like,
Those of us that had cars, yeah.
yeah.
And chances are, if you didn't have a whip, you didn't have that fucking phone.
nah,
Well, I had that motherfucker.
I know you did. I saw it in that fucking convertible burgundy ice cold Mustang GT, son, on gold Dayton's with the brick phone whipping through Southgate,
dog.
son.
And those credit cards, they let them last for a week.
Yeah.
You got to get another slice it up to get it going.
Yup.
That's crazy.
That's crazy how that was the game for cell phones and video game consoles and even like, you know, like almost like the way, what were they called, black boxes, where you get your fucking network service or whatever to watch all the different networks and shit without paying for
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah. I remember
Black
that.
box.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
black box. Yeah,
Black
everybody had that
You
shit.
just didn't know how long it was going to last.
Yep. Didn't
You
know.
know it was going to run out. You just didn't know how long.
Could be a week.
Exactly.
Could be a month.
That was like the cell phones too. Like they're like, yeah, give us $40 and this should be good for a month. The next, you know, a week later, it was already out.
Yep.
What's up with this? You know?
They already caught up with the signal and turned that shit off.
If I remember correctly, that pager that you're talking about from your pops, they were more vertical this way, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost looked like a garage door opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
We need to Google that shit up. I need to see that.
Yeah.
and you know that was the main form of like communication pre-cell phone before everyone could get like a cell phone, you know, and have it with them, you know, just like the pager.
Back then, you had to know your numbers too, because it's not like you could log someone's number and then know who the fuck is paging you. You know what I mean? Yeah, like back then we had a better memory, so like I don't know how many.
Speaking about memories, man, you know, nowadays just imagine you go to jail and you don't know no one's number.
Yeah.
Mom, wait, that's his mom. I don't know the number.
Yeah.
I remember when back in the days, I knew like 20 numbers by
Yeah,
head, so I call everybody.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. We had to memorize numbers back then. If we didn't have a little phone book, I know I had at least 20 or 30 numbers that I could, off the top, know.
Yeah.
So if they paged me, I knew the fucking who it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, these days, If you had it like that, no one has the brain. Like, there's
I was
only
thinking about that. I was like, man, if I not say negative, but if I ever got, I was like, I don't know who to call. I don't know his number by heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's why you should like practice the art of saving those numbers in your head, at least 5.
Yeah.
Because those 5 might be one of the most important 5 numbers you fucking need to call it.
And lifeline.
I'm in the hospital.
dude.
Oh, beep, beep, beep. Oh, I'm in the county jail. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm somewhere
Yeah.
lost. Deep, 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 deep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, something. Because if you lose, let's just say this shit shuts off tomorrow, the numbers you remember are the only ones you're going to be fucking contacting. And if you don't remember none of them, you ain't calling nobody.
I'll drive over to your motherfucking house. Hey,
Yeah, see, that's what that.
remember where you
You're going to have
live,
to go back to Pony Express. and
Hey, even
shit,
that
son.
shit's fucked up now. Nowadays, you know, back in the days, I knew how to get everywhere. Now you get that GPS thing. I went there 10 times. I still forgot how to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're used to like just following the map.
Yeah,
you
used
know?
to following the map.
That shit fucks you up too.
I'll say that. Like, for me, I don't really need it to get around this motherfucker anymore. It's just for quicker routes, like if there's no traffic. Because, like, at this point, I've been around this motherfucker and driven around it all over it.
Yeah.
Then I know the ways to it. But I'll see what the suggestion is. And sometimes I'll say, fuck that suggestion and go my own route. And then
you got to zoom it in like, nah, you got to make a turn on that one.
it was crazy is that it'll record my route and then serve it back to me when I fucking hit it. Like, let's just say I'm going to the same place. Let me see which way it takes me. Boom, it's the route that I showed it.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. And it's recording your route every time. So if you got a better one, it's going to record that, suggest it to you, and a bunch of other motherfuckers that take that similar route.
Yeah.
That's what Waze does.
Yep.
For sure they do that. But I'd rather still go on Waze than Google Maps. Google Maps is horrible.
Man, that had me going in a circle. Like, I know that the place is here, but it's telling you keep on going to right, then take another right, and you can't find the spot.
The professional route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's slow too. Like if you're rolling, if you're hot on the pedal like I am, I'm a little lead-footed. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, burn through gas because I drive too fast.
What a bar.
It's simple, but it was right there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, like you tend to it has a lag that you might go past, like the off ramp you're supposed to get off on because it told you too late.
Yeah.
Or the turn you were supposed to make. And that's why I never use Google Maps because it's always that lag no matter what.
Yeah, especially right when you get it on, you're about to make a quick decision.
Yeah.
And it spins all around. You know, hell.
Might take you to a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? It might take you to a dangerous place because it's
you to a dead end.
Yeah.
Park here.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's why I fucks with Waze. It doesn't have the lag, and it's constantly showing you the ways around traffic too, like the suggestions. So I fuck with that. But normally I get around without that shit. It's just good to know where the cops are. That's the good thing about the Waze app in comparison to where Google's at.
Yeah.
Because it'll tell you if people are like on their shit, they'll like, there's a cop right there, boom, and then it'll pop up for everybody driving that route, and you see it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're paying attention, you know to slow down if you got that hot foot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if you're doing too much while you're driving, because some motherfuckers do that too.
Yeah. Did you all use Thomas Guide?
No.
Dude.
Had that big ass book.
Oh shit! Damn.
When I first started driving, I had
remember that shit.
Yeah. I kept one in the car, in the truck.
I never did. My father and brother, I mean, they drove trucks, so they read them, they fucking used them, they went on those routes.
Yeah, out of state, that's when you need them shuckers. When like
More than anything,
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a Thomas Guide, you should always have it.
Yeah.
Even if you got the technology, because again, happens you lose your phone or shit shuts down.
Yeah.
The satellite that's rolling your GPS out fucking goes down. Then what?
Then what?
You gonna be asking where that though?
Where that? Though?
So Thomas Guides are good. You know what I mean? You should always keep one.
that shit helps out, yeah, because like if you're out of state, something, next time you go back there, you'll be like, damn, I remember looking at this map and this was here, this was there. So that shit programs in your head after you watch a map. Better than just last minute on your phone trying to figure it out. You know?
Absolutely. You don't collect none of that information looking at like that, but you look at the map and you pinpoint shit and you recognize all. It's like you embed that.
Yeah.
And so it becomes familiar. But people don't do that shit enough. I think some truck drivers still carry them, but they go buy the shit on their phone too.
Right.
But they still have one of those. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't put Thomas Guide on an app yet. Have they? Beery, has Thomas Guide been adapted to an app yet?
Let me check into that. I don't know. Would you really need one though?
Not
Well, I mean, if you have Waze and
if you have Waze and Google Maps, but they were the first map, so I'm surprised they didn't come out with an app for the map.
It was late.
The bar right there. See that just flowing out.
They fucked up. They should have been on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got to modernize with the time.
Right?
For sure.
Like, because they were the first ones. I mean, if you tried to tell like the kids now, like what the Thomas Guide to use,
they'd be like, "What the fuck is that? Is that some old man shit?"
Yeah,
They're like,
keep
what?
a book.
What?
What? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is?
But you know what? It also, Google got the money though.
They do,
and they put.
Yeah, I don't see an app for it.
They put their shit on a satellite. I mean, Thomas Guides, they weren't making that much money to fucking invest in something like that.
They weren't ready for that shit.
Yeah, no.
Google's making money by the second.
Google making money.
Daily.
So we don't need your stank ass Thomas Guide, man. We got us.
But Thomas Guide should have jumped in on. I mean, the people who were running that
They should have partnered up with Thomas Guide for sure.
Oh, for sure. Or even Thomas Guide hit them like, hey, like let's work together. Like
because they got all the routes.
What do you think happened to their business since like when they're probably making good money, and when that happened, that shut them down, or what? What do you think?
Well, I think there's still some folks that buy it because they don't fuck. Not everyone can fuck around with the smartphone.
But it's not like how.
But it's not like how.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of truck drivers got smartphones and they'll fucking just pop their shit up.
That's the way any business in general, right? Like nowadays, like somebody's living off the old school way, and a new method comes in, can shut them down quick.
Yeah, or you adapt.
Yeah, you gotta adapt.
And if you're not willing to adapt, then you probably do get shut down.
Yeah.
I remember when if you were going out of town and you get lost, you could pull into a gas station and be like, hey man, like I'm looking to get over here. Like where do I go to get there? And they would help you out. Like, oh, okay. Now it's like you don't even think about pulling into a gas station and ask for help.
Remember?
No.
Take a left at the church.
And then you go straight about 2 miles.
About 2 miles.
It's only if
you see a McDonald's on the left.
It's only if you don't have a smartphone or a phone at all where you're asking that shit.
Yeah.
Even having a state.
No one talks to nobody no more anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like that,
Yeah. I mean, you go to a restaurant, had the people on there just staring at their phone and shit, waiting for their food.
Back in the days, windows were rolled down, music's bumping loud, people looking who's in every car.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everyone's windows roll up. You don't even know who's next to you.
They're walking, they got the earplugs on.
Yeah.
They can't even, you know how you used to pull up on motherfuckers, just stunt on them because you bumping some LL Cool J out the back of the car. Motherfuckers are listening to their own shit now.
Yeah, in their own little world, dude, not trying to hang with anyone.
Yeah, they're bobbing their head and you think they're bobbing your shit. They're bobbing their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hey, speaking of LL Cool J, man, I want to say thank you to the big dog, to the big triple OG, the legend, the GOAT, for inviting me on stage at his Yamava show this weekend. Called me out of nowhere and asked me if I'd like to get on the stage with him. I'm like, what?
Hell yeah.
Like you were going to say no, right?
I was like I could not say no.
Let me check my schedule.
Let me check my schedule and see if
I can fit you in. How long you need me for?
I mean, that's Uncle L right there.
That was this weekend? That was this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
L, the future of the funk.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect to get a call from my bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, we've only ever worked on one song together. And we weren't in the studio at the same time. It was Space Jam. And we didn't get a chance to even do the video together because he couldn't come to Chicago. He had his family had a health thing going on. So, you don't know if you're on this man's radar or not. I mean, he's a fucking GOAT, a legend.
Yeah.
Well said.
And hey, he inspired a lot of us. He's in a lot of our DNA here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, when you think about the generation of hip hop that we locked into, it was the generation he came out of. Like the first generation, we liked it, but what inspired us was Run DMC, LL, Beastie Boys,
the New York guys,
and Houdini.
They were the top dogs.
Yeah, they were the top dogs.
Remember
And
my second rap name was Ace Cool.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
Yo, would y'all say that the Kangol was the original bucket hat?
yeah,
Because that's giving me bucket hat vibes.
yeah.
He always had.
He
that
did it
on
first.
And he had that like.
He had
him.
all
I don't think he ever took it off.
No, he had the good one. Yeah, he didn't take it off till he started doing TV.
Okay, yeah.
Did I? If I
That's
could
an
remember,
L right
correctly.
there. That's
He
an
always
L.
had something covering his head, whether it was
Yeah.
a Kangol or a stocking cap. You know what I mean? I
Yeah, because
remember
on the
doing-
music, I just remember he always had that on the music.
He also did the bucket hat with EPMD. Yeah, but the iconic one is the Kangol.
Yeah.
I mean, he made that shit like. I mean, I mean, they existed before he came out in New York, but to us, that was some brand new shit because nobody was rocking Kangols out here until we saw this man and
Then
UTFO.
Bell Biv DeVoe, and everyone started trying to get it going.
Oh yeah,
No one did it like him though.
No, nobody did it like him. He made him look cool. We were all trying to get him out here. That red one, especially for me, just because of my background. You know what I'm saying?
That was the classic one from that was on Bigger and Deffer, right?
Yep.
And radio.
I was totally blooding out at this point, and I needed that red one. I had the black one too,
But you needed that one.
but I needed that red one right there.
LL.
Shit.
I needed that.
I tell you what though, you wear those for a show, it's a one-off because that bitch will shrink on you right after that.
Yeah.
You can only use it to look cool. The minute you start to sweat, you got to get another one.
No, you ain't lying. I tried wearing one of those too back in the day. I was like, man, I can't wear this. it's just getting all messy, you know?
Yeah. It's a dope hat, but you got to be like on chill mode. I would imagine after every show he rocked with one, he had to get a new one.
Oh yeah,
Because there's no way it was staying the same unless you put it on one of them little wig heads. You know what I'm saying? That you put
to stretch it out a
to
little
keep
bit.
it stretched and shit. But even then, the sweat that's in it,
flimsy as fucked.
Oh man, yeah. I
But
mean,
that's an old hat from like old men back in Europe somewhere,
something.
some part of Europe, and then it reached us, and
That white one was
freaked
off the
it.
chain too,
That was
boy.
a pimp look
that
right
shit
there.
was fly as hell right there. Yep.
I mean, he front run on a lot of people. How can I even say it? That's not even the right way to say it. I would say he pioneered a lot of shit as a solo artist, right? He became the rock star of hip hop solo artists before anybody.
Yeah.
And he recognized the thing that Drake eats off of today, which is, okay, I've made enough hardcore songs for the homies in the streets, but the ladies are the ones who buy the records.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make songs for the ladies. And guys, if you don't like it, fuck you. Say something to me about it.
Yep.
It wasn't nobody saying shit to LL because you
Because
know
he'll knock you out.
he'll knock your ass
Mama
out.
said knock you out.
Yes, one, he'll knock you out, and then if you want to battle, he'll make a fucked up song about you.
Yeah.
Because he still got it like that. But that was the one thing he showed, guys. And Mello, you were kind of you teetered in this lane as well, like, singing for the ladies.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a coveted spot. Like, you need okay, so in hip hop there's so many faces, right? There's that hardcore grimy face, there's the depressed face, there's the happy face, there's the celebratory of nothing face. But you also need the sexy face. The ones that the chicks, like swoon to.
Chicks are an economy for hip hop.
It is the biggest.
Yeah.
They buy the most.
Hell yeah.
Yes, teens and women.
That's why I feel like my music too is for the ladies. I think people, they see me, oh, he gangster, but it's girls be showing up my shit, bro.
Hey, that was the problematic part with a lot of us from the 90s, Cypress Hill included. We were making shit that it was hardcore and rough. And yeah, we got a little bit lighter in some parts of the music.
Yeah.
But mostly it was like that dark shit, right? And chicks will rock with that for a while, but eventually they go on to something else. And unless you're putting out songs for them, they're on to the songs that they connect to, that they could dance to or something. They can only connect to so much dark shit, which was brilliant by Cool J that he noticed that way the fuck back then. And brilliant of guys like, and I hate to say it because, we all know he just took a major ass whooping from our boy Kendrick Lamar. But Drake recognized this. He knew there was more money in selling records to women than there was to the homies.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Because the homies want to get in the show for free. They want to hang out. They ain't trying to spend money. You know what I'm saying? The ladies are ready to do it all.
Or the guys that are spending money with him are the ones that are taking their ladies there because they want to impress.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that is a key right there. So LL create that lane or opened it wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
And other guys followed through because there is that lane. And in spite of motherfuckers might say, oh man, that shit is soft or whatever. Shit. That bank account ain't soft.
Exactly.
That bank account's harder than yours.
If your ladies, it's my bad.
No,
if your ladies coming to see you, hey, you're not soft. Your ladies coming to see me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing soft about that.
There's nothing soft about this.
Nah.
But when he started coming out with them butter R&B joints that mix hip hop with R&B, that's where I feel like he really super crushed it. Like Round the Way Girl, Paradise, Hush, all that type of shit.
Yeah, what was the one he did with Pharrell? Love You Better.
And
he killed that one.
This is More Than a Crush. What's that called?
This is
Hey
Lover.
Hey Lover. Yeah.
Boys to Men.
Oh man,
Backstreet the episode.
Listen, at that show, he had all the ladies singing all the lady songs, son.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay. I see. I mean, I already do it, but like seeing it right in front of my fucking face, I'm like, yeah, that's genius work right there by the big bro.
Yeah.
To see that, because I mean, there's only so long that you could keep doing the hardcore street shit before someone says, okay, what else? Right?
Right.
Even Biggie and them, right? If you look at the trajectory, they start this from the street shit and then they go to this different elevated visual perception where they're like fucking now in suits and designer shit, whereas before they were in t-shirts and hoodies and shit. It's constantly elevating the image and perception.
Yep, like Pac. I mean,
like Pac did the same thing.
Brandon got emotion with the girls.
Yep.
Start to keep your head up, all that stuff, So,
yeah, he rocked that lane really well. And he could have fucking just lived in that lane. But he was one of them guys who had to like run across every lane.
Yeah.
He was adventurous. He was adventurous like that,
Indeed.
That's what I loved about him, that, he wasn't afraid to try something.
What I love about LL, man, is how many motherfucking hits he had inside him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how many could say I got 20 hits? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Every summer you fucking racked a fucking million records.
Since 85 to 2000 and some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
aside from Jay-Z, before Jay-Z, right? LL was going platinum with every album.
Yeah.
Right? He did not falter in this. And the TV helped, but you still got to make good music for motherfuckers to be like, you know what, I'll invest in this.
Yeah.
And he did that.
Yeah.
And right when people would think, oh, he's over, this new shit is coming out, then he come back with some buttery joint that was just like, oh, that's right, the nigga.
Yeah. Like his last album was produced by Q-Tip. From Tribe Called Quest. The whole, 100% of the beats are from Q-Tip, and it's LL rapping over that, and he sounds just as fresh as he did on any of the other albums that he's done.
He killed this last album.
Woo, he killed it.
That shit he did with Eminem was crazy.
Woo, yeah, man.
Like he ain't slowed down.
No.
But that goes to show you. I mean, hip hop, they try to shut you down. Like the labels would try to shut you down after 30. You're too old to do this shit. But like when you hear guys like KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, LL motherfucking Cool J, ripping sharp as ever right down to this day, man. Hey, it don't got an age limit. All this ageist shit that they put on it, that's for suckers. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's hitting stadiums and packing it out, and there's even young people who coming in there.
Right.
Family from family, they listen to the music. So that shit, good music never goes away. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Cheers to that.
Yeah, dude.
Switching gears. Tory Lane got shanked up.
What happened?
Out here, in jail.
Oh, right.
He's having a run.
Yeah.
That is not favorable to to what you want to be living.
You better go get a limpieza real quick, huh?
Oh, well, he needs to get out of jail.
He needs to get
that.
out of jail first. He's
it's that shit, the Wild Wild West jails, man. It's just out of control,
Yeah.
you know?
He's a target, you know?
Yeah,
Is he the one that?
That's the Megan Thee Stallion.
He shot Megan in the foot, right?
That's what they say. Yes.
Okay.
And she's having a ball at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing just kind of flipped because my dude before this, he was like fucking supercharged, doing big shit, living his best life.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
And she was like on the come up, trying to like, break through. And then once it happened, boom, it flipped. Like now he's like trying to break through, break out. Well, she's living the best life possible. Shit. That's crazy how it flipped like that. But that it just goes to show you, man. You got to watch your fucking role.
Definitely.
One
wrong move, man, your whole life can switch quick.
Out of most entertainers, hip hop music, the artists that do hip hop music got to be on their best. You know what I'm saying? And don't be sloppy and shit like that because this is what happens. They don't give a fuck.
Sometimes they feel untouchable, man.
Yeah, you can't let you start believing this crazy hype that you're untouchable. Everybody is human.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Unless you're running in that politics circle and you got the most powerful of friends, if you don't have that, you better fucking be careful how you roll and what you say.
Even that, you got to be careful. Like
that?
Someone's trying to take your spot. You know what I'm saying? So
always.
there's always a banana peel ready for someone to slip.
You will get silenced.
Yeah.
There are ways.
I mean, look, sometimes doing this shit, you're under the false impression that like you're untouchable because people love you in this fucking way, and there's no possible way motherfuckers will flip on you. But that is not the way of life.
Exactly.
No.
It's hard on the yard. People gotta eat.
If you fuck up, they will.
And you know what's a good example for people to learn? Social media. Because back in the days, you wouldn't know. You think you're the Superman until you really get into a situation and you're like, what? No, they don't like me? Now social media will jump on anybody so quick.
Oh, for sure.
So that just gives you a reminder like, hey, they could turn on you like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
And they will. You know what I'm saying? If you give them a reason.
Yeah.
I think some people know.
Some shit don't last, but like, it just shows you the climate. They love you one day, they hate you the next.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think there are some people that know that, a person might be getting fuck shit thrown on them for no reason and they don't deserve it. And then there's the motherfuckers that absolutely deserve it. There's those people that can decipher the two. And then there's those that just believe everything on the top.
Yeah.
And they just gonna run with it. Even if you tell them that, hey, that's not necessarily facts right here. This is all, nah, fuck that. I heard from so-and-so, they said this and that, and this. Instead of, actually trying to go get the information themselves in some sort of way, like so that they could validate the fuck shit they hear, they're just easy to believe it.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy nowadays.
I wonder how it happened for them. How they got him, where they got him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I didn't get to check no details, but
that's a tough one. That shit is all over. That shit was on TMZ. The shit was obviously it's fucking all through Instagram.
If you make it on TMZ,
Oh yeah, if you're on TMZ, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
because people pick up TMZ stories all day because they're one of the first to get the story.
That was the go-to, before the news.
Now it is.
TMZ was on the scene.
Yeah, they don't have the same kind of handcuffs.
Yeah.
You're kind of on a roll right now talking about TMZ. You were on there last week.
Yeah.
Then hopping up with LL. Man's in the zone low key here.
I'm just trying to keep on path. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah. Salute to LL once again, man. That shit was awesome.
Hey, that was a San Bernardino, or was it a?
That was in at Yamava.
How's that spot?
What is that? San Bernardino? What city is that in?
I think that's where is that? That's is it towards Redlands or past Redlands?
Oh, like then it's San Bernardino.
Yeah, it is San Bernardino.
Like Highland or something.
Yeah, I think it's before you get to the
because I think it used to be called San Manuel Casino, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, been there.
Yeah. You keep seeing the names change now. Dude.
They changed branding,
Yeah.
because it was San Manuel, and then the other one was something else too. Shit, I can't remember what the fuck it was. But yeah, they've been rebranding and shit like that. It's nice. That's the place we're gonna be at in September.
Yeah,
I think it's like 3,000 capacity.
Did you ever met some of those the tribal people right there? Like
yeah.
There's this one guy. I don't know if you ever ran into him, named Short. But he was one of the main tribal guys back in the days, man. Like, I never seen this guy, and I'm going to put it out there. He's one of the guys that helped me out in the rap game, just threw bread at me, like, yo, just get your music going. You got shit cracking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to catch you on the rebound, bro. And then I never seen him after that. But people tell me he's still out there, runs San Manuel. Or now it's called, the new name.
Yeah.
He's one of those native guys out there. Those guys, they're doing it big.
There's some solid motherfuckers over there.
Oh, yeah.
Much respect to them. Man, shit, there was something else I seen that happened this fucking weekend. Let me see if I wrote it down, because us stoners will remember something and then forget it real quick, short.
What do you mean?
You had to have seen this. You had to have seen this. Amazon driver was delivering shit for Mother's Day, and she delivered shit for Mother's Day. So she two locations. She delivers a Mother's Day package, and then she takes a piss and shit on the bottom of the stairs and rolls off.
What?
The next crib, she delivers the package. It takes another full-blown piss right there on the porch of the people she delivered the package to, not knowing that she was on camera twice. The second time when she does the piss, right, she looks and shows her complete face
at the camera.
They fired her immediately, and she probably will not get a job.
Oh my God.
Out here in California for a very long time. I mean, in the realm of stupid things to do, you're an Amazon driver. You know that probably 80% of the people that you deliver to got ring cams or security cams. Most especially security cams in the more affluent places. Here she goes right here. She's like, ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Maybe she was doing that to the Prime members.
What? Like, why can't they just go to a restroom, though?
No, she did. Right there by the garbage.
So she's taking a piss right there.
Yeah. They caught her.
It's 2025. Cameras are everywhere.
Two different camera systems, two different houses within minutes from each other.
I mean, so she had
She
take
saved
another piss?
Yeah, she saved up for the second crib.
That's kind of...
Or she power drank something.
Wow, nasty.
Nasty bitch.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Like,
She didn't clean herself.
Well, she's no longer employed by Amazon Prime.
Not going to be employed.
But
anyway.
So the family that lived in there, the fucking lady goes out to pick up the package, and she sees the other package.
Oh wow!
And made because it's Mother's Day, she made the husband pick up the shit.
Oh my God, human shit.
Of course, he had to. There's no way he was getting out of that.
Yes,
he had to pick up human shit.
That was human feces.
And to spray the porch off from.
They need to plaster her face on the wall so people walking by like, no, that's her. And say, get away from her. She's dirty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the news plastered her fucking face all over last night. Because Channel 5 was where we saw it. But I would imagine that ABC, NBC, all the local news popped that one.
Yeah, that's big news today.
Yeah. That's pretty big news.
That's big news.
Amazon driver shits on porch.
Damn.
Leaves
Imagine
2
if that's
packages.
Your girlfriend.
Imagine if that's your girlfriend.
Bitch, you got us all on blast out here. I can't walk the streets with you now.
What would her name be?
Her dude is probably pissed.
Yeah. Her boyfriend's totally pissed. She can't go nowhere
intended.
with her right now.
Come on. Man.
Come on. You had to. What if her boyfriend got her that job?
We looking sloppy out here now.
He just got promoted at Amazon.
Does he get fired too?
She got to have a mask on for the next month or two.
Yeah.
I'm looking online here, and apparently this is like kind of a common thing.
What?
Like,
What do you mean?
you look on Reddit here, like there's a Amazon DPS drivers like subreddit, and like someone in there drives for them says like I shit myself in the van. And people are complaining that Amazon delivery drivers are pooping in their driveway or something like that. So maybe you should blame Amazon for this. I don't know. Is there no bathroom breaks for their drivers, or what's going on?
I mean, do you not want to keep your job? Find a place to take a shit, but not in the vehicle or on the fucking porch you're fucking delivering to. I swear to God, I've seen some shit like that, bro.
What do you mean no bathroom
Sounds
breaks?
like
I'll get the hose out and
You know what
fucking
I mean?
hose that motherfucker down. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2023.
here, wait, you didn't wipe your ass.
I give her like a pressure wash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Remember when postal workers used to be nutty? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would you walk in and just blow the whole place up.
So, you know, they should maybe do psych evaluations on motherfuckers they're letting drive their vehicles.
Teresa in here in the chat says I work for Amazon, and it happens a lot.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn.
Think about that when you want that 2-day express.
Damn,
I
because they gotta keep schedules. They gotta keep schedules.
Are they pissed off at the people they're delivering to, or are they pissed off at Amazon? Because either way, it's you losing your job. Amazon's going to keep being Amazon. Amazon is a fucking Goliath.
It's, huge.
That's not stopping
That's not,
any
no.
orders.
No. Your little shit on someone's porch is only going to get a discount. That's it. And you fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
If they
Bobo
catch
said.
you, because not every crib got a fucking Ring camera. Maybe it's the one across the street that gets you, but
Well, they're looking. I mean, they don't got no excuse, but they got a big ass truck. They're driving through the city, traffic. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, you know what? They should
Yeah.
carry those. They should carry those camping toilet things. Like
Yeah,
go
man.
camping. Set that up in the back of the truck.
You got to look inside the gates. What's going on at Amazon to make the drivers do all this? You know what I mean? Like
They're saying no bathroom breaks, right?
Schedules, man.
they might be scared of parking in and taking a piss, getting jacked. You know what I mean? They got a big ass truck. You know?
okay, so like, why not shit in one of the bushes? Why the porch?
Yeah, find a little corner somewhere else, not by the camera.
And if you got issues, then don't be a driver. Because if you got rare little bathroom breaks that aren't enough, then to sustain you,
Or wear a diaper.
then maybe wear a diaper.
Wear a diaper.
Bring diapers back for the.
Bring diapers back.
A job where you have to consistently piss or shit yourself just doesn't sound like the job.
And you know, hey, I don't know because I'm not an Amazon driver, but fuck that.
I mean, I'm sure there's some good ones out there, just like anything else. But I mean, if that is a like persistent issue that you might piss or shit yourself,
Seems like they would need to work that out with
little
some
bit.
of them drivers. I
Yeah.
mean, don't act like it's not happening.
DTJ in the chat is saying during COVID you had no choice to piss but to piss in the van. There was no fast food. No stores were open during that time.
Oh, like early in the morning?
you go to the park, you go to a tree.
Why not just pull over and fucking piss on the side of the van?
In the
Because then they can get in trouble. Like if someone takes
Yeah.
a picture of them or video of an Amazon driver pissing in public, then they get in trouble.
Yeah, then
Like the
they-
driver can literally like get in trouble for that. Get a ticket.
so why
Become a
not?
sex offender.
So why not bring a piss cup, piss in the cup, and then throw it out the van? You know what I mean? Why defecate?
I mean, get a bottle. Yeah, just put it in the bottles.
Yeah, and then pour it out and use it as your piss bottle, as opposed to pissing in the van that you gotta be in all day.
And
the packages gotta be in there.
They should put that in the memo when they get hired. Like, if you need to use a piss,
Bring a piss can.
Yeah, bring a little bottle.
Bring a piss can. Now the shit, that's a different story. I don't got no advice for you there. Sorry. Sorry.
No advice for
I don't got advice for the shit, but just don't do it on the porch.
Damn, dude.
You could at least done it on the grass.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they had a fucking lawn somewhere.
Compost, after all, you know.
Yeah. Do the math.
Hey, if you got shit, you gotta pull over, find a motherfucking right spot, and go.
Something.
That's complicated. You can't just take anywhere shit anywhere.
I mean, do you really want to look? It's a van. It's a box.
Steel.
And if you shit in that box, guess what? That box is smelling like shit all day.
Your
And you're driving around in that shit. You're in your shit.
The saying, don't shit in your own house.
Yes.
Your own doorstep.
You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, exactly.
And that van is the key to you eating.
Oh, that's your livelihood right there.
Yeah, man. Don't do it.
But, I mean, are they not allowed to stop?
I don't know, but they should be allowed breaks. If they're not allowed breaks, that's fucking felonious on the part of Amazon.
They probably could, but like probably traffic. They got all this shit. They got a big
Time is
truck.
money, yeah.
And when you have a big ass truck to park it, they're probably like, dang, it's gonna be a headache. So they make their stupid assumption, like, me to go do it in front of the porch or something.
Yeah, yeah. The fucking lawn or the side of the bush or something, not on the porch.
But like you said, get a bottle, put it in a bottle, take your piss in the bottle,
throw it out.
Now
Throw
you notice that Amazon's doing like the overnight delivery, so they'll be delivering at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Those are the motherfuckers with the problems right there.
But they aren't in the Amazon trucks. Those are like normal people driving their cars.
Oh, okay, yeah. You don't have the trucks. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's dark, so you can get away with that. You know what I mean? You can go in the bush and no problem,
Yeah, if you got the regular car, there should be no excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got the truck, maybe I get it,
Because you got the outfit too, you got the whole jacket and everything.
Yeah. Man, that shit is crazy.
No, you're right. Because nowadays they got the regular cars just pulling up and dropping an Amazon package,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but I was thinking of them big trucks back in the days, those Amazon trucks. But now, they got cars just driving around, so there's no excuse now, Dip to a fucking
Amazon's big pimping.
Get big, yeah.
Pop up to McDonald's, go take a shit in there,
True that. Fucking crazy, man. Diddy's trial starts today, started, is underway.
Wow. It's finally happening.
Take that.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we ain't gonna see it on TV like a lot of other trials up there. But I guess
B-Roll, what back in the days? Did you ever see P Diddy and he bump?
I mean, we ran into him in places and stuff like that, but we never hung out with him like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. We played one event when Heavy D was alive. They because they were promoters together and shit like that. So in '91, we did one of their parties. I think it was the one before. They had that fucking stampede at.
Yeah, the stampede.
Because they threw a couple of things. So we did one before that. And then that happened, and they didn't throw too many more of those type of things together after that. But I mean, we did a couple of those, and I've seen him at Laker games, but we ain't never hung out like that,
Cause he was deep in the hip hop game from day one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because he started off as a dancer, then promoter, and then worked his way into a label.
Yeah.
That was his first artist, Biggie?
Yeah, that was one of his first artists, I think.
Well, Mary was.
Yeah, Mary
J. Blige.
And Craig Mack.
Craig Mack was his first on his first artist on his label, Bad Boy, then Biggie.
Yeah.
And then but he started he also helped out with Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Heavy D.
That was on Uptown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes back, So he was always locked in with talent because of him promoting hip hop shows and stuff like that. Yeah. But
those all those
look at all those. Yeah, dude. So
damn.
Somebody made a point the other night when they were talking about this shit was that so far the only motherfucker that has come out in his defense to say, "Oh, no, there's no way he did some shit like this," blah 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 blah, with all the people that he fucks with or that supposedly he fucked with and fucked with him. Only one was Stevie J that came out. Everybody else been silent as a lamb, son.
Yeah.
I
noticed that. A couple people there, I was like, hey, how come this guy not saying nothing about Diddy?
It's wild.
Yeah. Ain't nobody been, come into the defense of, and that's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Right.
But we'll see. This is day one, and I'm sure we're gonna hear about it. Crazy days, man. When's that joint? When can they expect that joint we're dropping?
Thursday.
This
Thursday, gonna drop it. I mean, it came real fast. It's already here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, here it goes. Let's get it cracking. Song's called "Smoking," being Be Real. I mean, it's more than just doing a song with you, man. That's like, that's two people from back in the days who are somewhat in the same lane, but in a different lane.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
And now years later doing the songs. So
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy, man.
It was about time, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then to have someone with you, you know, B-Real's one of our legends as we grew up.
Thank you, brother.
know,
Thank you.
So, yeah, so definitely, you know, it's something major to go down, you know?
I knew it was just a matter of time before we put something down. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because it's always like a matter of timing with shit like this. You know,
Yeah.
because one artist might be on tour while the other one's home recording, and vice versa, and all the other shit that happens in our industry that sort of distracts us from the recording aspect of it, right? But finally, we had that pocket of time and knocked that shit the fuck out.
And you know what I'm also doing? Like, it's something new that I might be testing out. I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna put it on, like, you know, I barely figure out how to do this. Instagram, there's a subscription thing. I don't know if you do it, use it at all.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, if you guys want to see it first, you gotta subscribe to the Instagram subscription. You know, the monthly stuff. So I'm gonna try that because, you know, nowadays, like, you're a legend. For the song to come out and not get its respect that it needs to get, it has to get, you know, it has, to me, like, this is B-Real's a legend. You know, Capone's doing with B-Real's, two big people in the game.
That's right.
This needs that respect. So to me, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to put on a subscription first just to see, you know, build that real fan base and to know who's really going. And it's just for any music in general, because nowadays so much shit's on the internet and it gets, people might not see it.
Yeah,
You
it
know
gets
what I'm
lost in the shuffle, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, man, I'm going to try something new with that too, just to, like, you know, just get the people, like, wake them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that part of the independent game, like, over-flooded the music shit. So it's harder to find good music because all this shit comes out.
So much going on fast and on. And
yeah.
It's like, what do you got to do to, you know, like, it's crazy.
No one lets anything breathe anymore.
Yeah.
That's why there were release dates, right? Which what was originally on Tuesday, right? That's when all the new music was supposed to come in. Everybody targeted that day, right?
Yep.
Then there was so many more artists. They added a second day, which is the Friday now, right?
Right.
And those are the 2 days that people look to target for release. But now with this independent game, the way that it is, there ain't no fucking targeted day. You could release on a Sunday, a Monday, a Thursday, on any given day.
Someone could do a song tomorrow and it's already out today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the crazy shit.
You didn't even tell nobody it's out. What? Oh, shit. You know, like, it's crazy now.
That's right. But if you want to hear that song, you go to Mr. Capone's IG and check those subscriptions. It's a banger. So, you know, you make sure you go fucking smoke to it.
There it is right there, man.
I know we got you on limited time. Bolton, do we got anything from the asylum?
D in here's asking, has Capone worked with any artists from San Diego, past or present?
Past or present? Damn, San Diego. That's crazy. Past wise, fuck, you're right. I can't think in my head right now. San Diego. Nah, man. I just not off the top of the head right now.
In the future.
I mean, definitely San Diego for our type of music is the hub.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Little Rob. Basically, who else is out there? There's Little One, Shadow. So yeah, there's a lot of legends of independent legends out of San Diego.
That's right.
And somehow now I haven't really done with San Diego, but definitely that's something should be done.
But we starting manifestation right now. It's going to happen.
You like to do shows down there?
Yeah, I've done shows out there. It's always love out there, San Diego, Vista. Back in the days when they used to have the big car shows at the Qualcomm Stadium and even the parking lot. So yeah, San Diego's been fun, man. I mean, it's been a minute, a couple years since I've been down there doing the show, but yeah.
Got to get back.
Yeah.
Midget Mike's asking, Yo Capone, you guys were talking about like LL Cool J and making hits for the ladies. He's asking, when are we going to get that R&B record?
R&B record out, man. I do a lot of love songs, so I got the hooks. They doing the R&B. I still doing the rap. I ain't gonna do the R&B, but I'm gonna do the rap with the R&B song together. So you know, something a little mix.
Mix it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think all you guys at the table, you guys can make a little R&B album.
Oh yeah, if we had, we'd have to practice.
I know Mello could get into it.
Yeah.
And what, you want to be the manager?
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be our manager.
I get it.
For 35%. All right.
I got a question for the table here from Three Eyes. He's asking, with banning of Ye's new music, I'm wondering, what do you guys think of censorship? Is censoring okay in some cases, or should all art be uncensored?
Well, if it's hate speech, that's not really art. It's hate speech. You know what I mean? And some things might be considered that because it's blatant. But art is art, and it should be uncensored. You just have to figure out what is the line between what the fuck is art and what is like someone hate speeching out there on top of music. Not saying that Kanye is. I'm just saying as an example.
Yeah.
Because there is that type of music too. It's not like it ain't out there. It's just they're not going to put it on any of the airwaves.
So is Kanye's music, is it banned or something?
I think some of it's banned, yeah.
Well, it's been taken off all the streaming platforms because he's attempted to put out 2 records. One was World War III, and then this.
But what about his old stuff?
His old stuff's still there.
No, that's still there.
Okay.
No, but he's
something that new he's doing or something.
Yeah, he's making these, like, he's got a song out right now called Heil Hitler. That's just
see, nobody's gonna fucking allow that.
Yeah, that's just like, come on, bro.
Yeah, there's a limit. There's little responsibility lines. You gotta kind of keep.
Yes, there's a limit, and there is taking responsibility for saying some fucking crazy shit. Yeah. But that's what he's doing. We talked about it earlier. Motherfucker saying some way out crazy shit to have viral moments to stay relevant.
Because that's what he craves right now.
Yes, because he needs that.
He needs to feed his ego.
The narcissist in him needs that.
Yeah, because he's over here talking, saying that he's still the best of all time, and it's like, well, bro.
No, I don't think so.
But where did all this come? Because like 5 years ago, 7, he was seemed pretty normal, right? And then all of a sudden, boop, just overnight, this guy got crazy.
When you got a certain amount of power, you want to hold on to it, no matter how or what you got to do to hold on to it. And right now, he's trying to hold on. Is what it looks like to me, and some of it's probably some mental health issues.
Sure.
But when you think about what and who he was connected to for so long, and the type of money he's been able to access, he wants to hold on to that shit at any cost, and saying the most ridiculous, despicable shit is one of the ways, apparently.
Like you would understand him more if he was a little more civil and talk about it. Like let me explain.
Well, yeah, he can be.
But he's going crazy about.
Well, he's not. Listen, he's running 48 laws of power. In case no one knows, just read the book, and then you get who he is right then and there, what he's using right now. And motherfuckers may say I'm full of shit, but go read that book, and then you tell me something else. All right.
And that seems to be it.
Word up. Hey, we want to thank you, Mr. Capone. The first of, not first, but one of the many times you're going to be sitting here at this table.
Bro. Yeah, you guys are like the family, man.
That's right.
We kind of like I'm a baby OG. You guys are the OGs of the game right here. Mellow. So definitely, man. Yeah.
And we're going to do some more work together, too.
Definitely.
We got to do that shit, man.
For sure.
Hey, let them know where they can find you.
Man, you can see, same thing, Instagram, at Mr. Capone. I even got a TikTok stuff. Man, everything. Social media, just Google it, find it. There's a lot of fake pages. You get them fake pages too?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I get messages of all these fake pages. But yeah, just find the real one with the blue chip. Well, nowadays everybody got a blue chip, right? But you'll figure it out, the bigger ones, and just holla,
That's right. And we got yours right there on the Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
There it is. Back.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Check that out. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to, first of all, of course, you putting me on the show, and shouts out the song we got coming. And, to everybody out there representing the movement. We still alive, West Coast. We still putting it down for the homies and all that. So let's keep it running.
That's what's up. We'll be back with more Dr. Greenthumb show right after this. Salute to Mr. Capone right here.
TV.
School, find another fool. I'm not hearing what you're putting down. Look around, use another tool. Come against me and I use it as fuel. The bull of the flock, put the hammer on cock. Let me silence the talk. Violence in the street that I walk. A black hoodie and a 40 Glock. Venom in the shadow of dark. With the heart of stone on me, I'll be setting the tone. Lyrical hammers to break bones. The great one's home. Get out of here. You smell what the doc's Cali dreaming. Tick tock and you don't stop. Don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Don't quit. Pop pop and your ass drops.
We gonna do how this shit work. Got the red laser lights and shit. Pass them. Don't get greedy, don't take two of them. I see my man taking two of them.
When that guy is ready to drop, pop and your ass drop. If you a Cali dreamer, lean on my shoulder, the holder of the rock. They told me I'd never see her the way that others thought. Put you on the spot like a dot on your head. If you forgot, tick tock, pop, infrared. They say we going in slow motion. We call it coasting, yeah, the boys from Pacific Ocean. We keep it moving, what we doing might keep you posted. Or you may never have a notion, you might catch emotion. Let's hit you with the hot one like a shotgun. Yeah, we caught one, now we got your attention. We Top Gun, stop son. Less is more coming at your head like a 4-4. Pointing through the window like we at war. Come on. Tick tock and you don't stop. Don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Don't quit. Pop pop and your ass drops. Motherfuckers got the block hot. Some out of time to try to get slick and got shot. Pop pop. Time to skip town like hopscotch and kill my anxiety with a scotch shot. All I do is hang around henchmen. All you do is hang around yes men. I'm a senior, you a freshman. I drink liquor, you drink a refreshment. We keep it gangster, you keeping it wankster. You got pop for being a prankster. By the dock, next to the tanker. You got dropped like a chain with the anchor. To the bottom of the ocean like shellfish. When you playing on the team, you can't be selfish. Put the spotlight on Elvis. Yo, B, these dudes look fishy. I'm starting to smell fish. Tick tock and you don't stop. Click clack and you step back. Hit a lick and you don't quit. Pop pop and your ass drops. This is great. How did you crack them?
BREALTV. Welcome back to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Salute to all y'all. We're doing it kind of different today, you know what I'm saying? Because we are doubling up right now at the table with us back in the Dr. Greenthumb temple. My man Alex Guerra from Legado7, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Gabo, thanks for having me.
That's right. Alumni of the Smoke Box. We had him in the Smoke Box, like, what is it, 4 years?
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Salute. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
You guys been doing a lot of shit since then. Like a whole lot of music, you know, carving your way through it and pioneering a style.
Hell yeah, definitely. It's been a long way, bro. We actually this past month, March, we turned 10 years as Legado7 together.
Right on. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
10 years.
10 years, yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a lot of game, man. I mean, hey, look, that's pretty much, you know, what we all strive for is longevity, because I feel like once you hit the 10-year mark, you're here. You're not going nowhere, right? Like, you are a staple. People come to depend on your music. They grew up to your shit. They lived life to your shit. They related and connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people stay in for a year or two and you don't hear from them. But 10 years, that's significant.
Hell yeah. I'm so sorry.
No, congratulations on that, bro.
Thank you. I feel like a lot of people that started with us, they're not here anymore. Like, in those times, you know, there was a few bands that started with us too, like, in those same times, and I feel like we're the ones to survive, you know? And honestly, it didn't feel like 10 years to me.
Yeah.
We were about to start fucking recording this album that we just released like a month ago. Yeah. And then we usually release an album every 420. And then we were getting ready for this album until somebody from the team said, like, oh, we gotta do something sick, because it's a 10 years anniversary, you know. And to me, it was like, what the fuck? Like,
It
there's
goes
no
by
way
fast,
it's been
right?
10 years, you know. And yeah, it was 10 years.
When you're kicking like so much ass and having fun doing it, man, it goes
exactly
like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And the fact that you guys you guys inspired others to do what you guys are doing, like in terms of like throwing the weed content into the corridos.
Oh yeah,
right. You guys were pretty much like the first guys like doing that type of thing, man. And that's the part of the pioneering shit.
Hell yeah. Even he changed the term for our music. He changed, like back then when we did the Smoke podcast. It was called Regional Mexican.
Yeah.
You know, like or music was called like Regional Mexican. Regional means like a little region, you know. Like, and right now it's called Música Mexicana. You know.
Yeah.
Right now it's global. So it's been 10 years of making a long way, you know. And then I feel like a lot of artists just came in together and they started following our path too, and then those are the ones doing like big numbers right now. You know? Like, putting Mexico like
what's cool.
Yeah, in the map, definitely.
What's cool is that it's not just, you know, one type of, you know, music from Mexico. You know, it's like cumbia's in there. There's banda. You know, there's different flavors.
Yeah, there's definitely every state has a different flavor. Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
and then we came. When Legado7 came in, it was like the LA flavor of the Mexicans in LA.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
because us we got the same instruments as Tigres del Norte.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got the same instruments, and Legado7 sounds way different. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's like urban style, like the way my buddy plays accordion, like the way my musicians play those instruments it's different. You know, it's not norteño, but we come from norteño roots, which is música norteña, you know, from the north of Mexico.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And that same instruments but different style.
definitely. Mm-hmm.
And that's everything right there. Because I mean, you know, that just goes to show you there's a different heartbeat, different feel, different vibe in the different in all these different places.
Yeah, every state has a different music in Mexico. That's so cool because there's so much culture like everywhere. You know, like there's so many styles of music. Like you can if we start like naming them, like there's so many.
So
like,
many.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
styles of music in Mexico. Yeah,
Because so many styles inspire other styles.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
Styles upon styles upon styles.
That's what I have. Right? But that, I mean, it's like that here too, you know, like before, you know, certain things got let's just say more national and then global. They were regional and they were sounds like to their city. It's like the artists that were born there, they were like talking about the shit that was going on there and creating a sound from there. And it starts there and it inspires others in that region to do the same shit. Then one of them might crack global, and then it might inspire other, you know, places to do something similar. But I mean, it's like that everywhere. Everybody had, like New Orleans, for instance, their music has a different sound. In Nashville, their music has a different sound. In Ohio, different. L.A., New York, all different. And they all play the same instruments, but it's a different, you know, from the soul, it's different.
Yeah.
And that's what's beautiful about music. Like,
What groups did you guys get inspired by, like growing up, to make you like want to do this type?
Me, I always like different music all the time, but I feel like what made me felt like in love with music, like the feeling of that music was like the norteño music, and that's the music that comes from the north of Mexico, like Monterrey and Sonora, like all the north side of Mexico.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has the accordion, it has the bajo sexto, you know. So to me, that's the music that I really like. But I come from, my grandpa used to play mariachi with what's his name? Pedro Infante, the super legend, Mexican legend.
Wow.
I come from those roots. My grandpa used to play mariachi. My dad used to play grupero, which is another style in Mexico to play. And then when I crossed to the U.S., I super fell in love with the norteño music.
Wow.
how long ago did you make the transition over?
From Mexico to U.S.?
Yeah.
I was 12 years old.
Oh.
31 now.
And so, like you were at that impressionable age where you
Yeah.
could soak up a little bit of
Exactly.
this. Well, you already had that.
Mm-hmm,
I think that's how come that's what enabled you to make your own fucking style. That's different.
Yeah.
Than everybody's. Yeah.
And also on writing my music, like I feel like when I started writing music, it was like getting like styles from everywhere. You know, like I feel like my boys was like from the style that I came when I used to be in Mexico. But then the style that I was playing music over here was different, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like my boys coming from that style to this style was like something new, you know. Like my kind of voice, it wasn't the usual, you know. Like
Yeah.
it was like back then it was like everything was followed like a pattern.
Yeah.
And I came to like
You broke the pattern.
yeah, exactly.
And that goes to show you it could happen in any genre of music, in any style. If you come and break the fucking pattern, it'll be impactful because like so many, you know, sound like each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who wins is the one who sounds unique.
And that's what makes me super proud of on what we do on Legado7 because I feel like Legado7 is not a group that just hit, you know, like Legado7 is a group that changed a lot of stuff, and we got a lot of people doing the same as us. You know? So in our thing, like we came from our corridos was named Corridos Verdes.
Yeah.
You know, like talk about weed in the corridos.
Yeah.
So people named it like that, but before us there was Corridos Progresivos, which was another type of corridos. It was like a narco corrido, you know, talking about like the Mexico thing, but it was pretty big too, you know.
Yeah.
So we came and we changed it, you know, and it stayed there.
Yeah.
So we feel super proud about that. Like that Legado7, it wasn't just a group. There's some good songs back then, and they hit, you know.
And it's on the safer side because talking about all that other shit, man. I mean, we seen what happened to Homeboy the other day because he wouldn't perform the song.
Oh yeah.
And the people fucking flipped on him.
Yep.
That shit was crazy.
They destroyed that stage.
Destroyed it. Because, I mean, once you give something to somebody, you can't just take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the fucked up part about being an artist when the government tells you, hey, you play this song and this is what you play these songs.
Yeah.
And we're going to shut A, B, and C down. And then, like, you know, if you got no choice and your fans are there to see those particular fucking songs, I mean, you can't win.
Yeah, definitely not.
But like, I mean, you're in the safe zone with the talking about the green, cause
yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, man.
And honestly, I feel like that's the new too. I feel like just cause our música right now is like more bigger, like there's more people paying attention to this, but this is not new. You know,
Yeah.
like people banning, like Mexico banning, like music in Mexico is not new.
Yeah,
at all.
that's some shit
It's been
they've been
happening
doing.
for years, bro. Like. There's a big group in Mexico called Los Tucanes de Tijuana.
Yeah.
And these guys are from TJ, bro. And they hadn't played in TJ, I believe, like more than 10 years because they were banned from TJ, you know, for singing música for the people in TJ.
Yeah.
And the president at that time in TJ just banned him, you know, for more than 10 years. Imagine being from the city. Like
And you
us, we're
can't-
from LA and we cannot play in LA because we banned, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, we're in 2025, you know?
Yeah.
So that's not new at all. Like, I feel like just because right now there's more people paying attention to it, it's more mediatic, you know, like it's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you listening to right now? Like is there anybody that inspires you right now? Out of young or old?
The younger that I like right now is Neton.
Neton
Vega, yeah. I like his thing. Yeah. And there's a lot of people too. We also we got a record label going on too, Lumbre Music.
Oh, nice.
And we got this dudes from Atlanta. These dudes are sick. Their name is Grupo RY, Grupo Rai, and bro, they're sick. They have something cool too. Like, I feel like people
from Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta. Yeah, I feel like people that comes. I feel like Mexicans on this side, bro. Like we Mexican as fuck, but there's different flavors for the music over here. You know,
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's barely getting discovered. You know, like I feel like for the past years, like a lot of people from LA, from Houston. Like we've been doing noise, you know, but there's so many states more.
Yeah,
there's
Chicago,
Mexican people,
probably, yeah,
yeah.
too,
So
yeah.
I feel like this shit's just barely starting, you know. Like there's gonna be way more talent coming out. Like we signed on Lumbre, Yarixa, Isucencia. How many years ago? Like 3 years ago, and she did super good, bro. Like she broke records on streams in those times, and she's from Washington, you know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I feel like
it's spreading.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. The music
definitely.
is definitely spreading. I mean, because we're all over the fucking place.
That's right.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah, we are.
Hell yeah. And do you guys are you guys working on something right now, or are you guys, gonna go on the road?
We just released an album for the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's called L7X, Legado7X.
Oh, that's right. It's the
X stands for the 10. And yeah, bro, like we're so fucking excited about this album, and I'm super happy to tell you guys about it, because I feel like on this album, in the whole 10 years that we have, like we have never put so much work on an album. You know, like usually I'm the one that writes all the music for Legado, mostly 90%, I want to say. But for this one, like I did it with more composers, like with a bunch of writers, for a song, 5 writers on a song. And bro, like we were so honest on the process of making the songs, like on this table we were writing, and then, hey, you like it? And then, nah, that's just whack, like. So at the end, like we were so positive and so feeling the song, that we were sure it was a fucking good song, And then in the process of recording the album too, like we got a studio going on, we have a studio in the house, but I feel like that can be a little bit negative when you have your own band. Why? Because you start recording on your time,
Right.
And then us, we have drums, so I feel like the vibe for a song has to be the same vibe for the whole album, like
Right.
record the drums on the same session. If it's 12 songs, we're not gonna move nothing on the mics. Everything's gonna stay the same, and it's actually gonna sound the same on the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we did this shit. We rented this fucking sick ass studio in Hollywood, from 12 to 12 for 3 weeks. So much work, Like I feel like we had never put so much work on an album, and that shit came out sick.
But it felt good, huh?
It's one of my favorite albums. I feel like it's the best album that we have ever made. So I'm super excited for people to check it out.
Did you feel good about the pressure of, like, you're at another studio, so that costs money, you're on a time schedule, as opposed to doing it at your home studio, or, where you can record anytime you want, and you don't really have a
to me more
time limit?
To me, it was more like the vibe, like it took me back like when we record our first albums, like when we did our first albums, like we were short on feria, like we didn't have money, like we had to do it like fast, feel me, for the studio time. So it was like everybody was together and the vibe was cool, like being everybody in the studio at the same time, instead of me like going to do my voice one day, then my accordion player goes on another day, like not together, the vibe, like it was just way different. It was like the beginning to me, like it took me back, like every time I was getting to a studio, honestly, like I was having like fucking emotions, because I will remember the first time that I pulled up to my homies, to my accordion player's house to do our first album. It wasn't in his house, in his backyard, So like when it hit to me that it was 10 years, I was like, oh shit, like this is just badass, Like
Yeah.
right now in the studio, we actually did ¿cómo se dice, güey? El documental.
Documentary.
Yeah, we did that, and of the whole process of the album. So we're gonna put this shit on YouTube soon. Yeah, that shit was fun.
Man, I feel like you have to do that when it's a band. Like the way that some of us record today, most especially in hip hop, where it's like you might be in a completely different studio, different session, different microphone, all that shit. I mean, it happens, but it's not the same as like you said, when everything is at one place and it's one fucking mic and it's one sound and it's cohesive like this. You know what I mean? With a band, I feel like you have to do that. It's like, as opposed to, like you said, well, my drummer came in today, the bass player is coming in tomorrow, the guitar player is coming on Friday, and all that shit. I feel like you gotta lock in and be there, And I think you appreciate the moment and the vibe more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I think when you've done this long enough, that studio time is expensive. So you're going to be efficient, and you're going to fucking make music as opposed to fuck around you would at your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like here, it might be like we got a session that's supposed to start at 6, but because we don't have to pay the same rates because it's our studio, we might start at 7. You know what I mean? And you don't it's not the same snapping. There's a thing when time is money. You get that creative shit happens like that, I think. For some, not everybody. I think everybody's a little bit different.
No, and honestly, we had so much fun in that studio, bro. Like, like we seen the list of what they had for us to use in that studio. Damn, like we use cool shit. Like for my boys, we used like 3 different mics, and then we decided what we wanted to use. It was just fun. Like the whole thing was fun to do. Like we had so much stuff to play there, and yeah, like for example, I feel like it's cool. Like you say, like hip hop artists, like I feel like you can do it like in different studios. But when it comes to the real instruments things, I feel it has to be like in one session, you know, like make the shit in one session all together and make it sound all the same.
Because you're a band.
Because the hard part comes when they're doing the mix and master, you know.
Yeah. It's better when it's all together.
You know, because that's where the vibe is. If you don't get that vibe, then you know you can be the best mix and master, but I can tell that the vibe isn't there. You know, you need the vibe.
Yeah, you need the vibe. I mean, for a band. It's essential. If you're a solo artist and you just got guys coming in doing shit, different story. But if you're a band and you're playing that shit together, there needs to be that connection. And I think it happens that way in the studio. That's why, like, a lot of the bands in the 60s and 70s, when they were recording, they were in that room knocking it down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Plus, they didn't have the technology that one by one could go in there and fucking lock it on tape. They all had to play together. But, like... That was a thing, though. They created a different kind of energy in playing that shit together. I mean, you could even say the same thing of Rage Against the Machine, for instance, going into the rehearsal studio and recording everything there in that rehearsal studio like they played it live and recorded all that shit, you know, in the one takes. There wasn't punch-ins. It was like one vibe. And that shit sounded magical. So I think with a band, it's important that it be locked in that way. But you know, everybody's got their different style, I guess. But I think what you guys are doing is amazing because it does have that sound like it is cohesive. You know what I mean? Like it's not all over the fucking place.
Exactly.
You know? Because I think when you got an album that sounds like it's all over the place, it's hard for people to connect to. They don't know what songs
exactly. It doesn't feel like connected, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's as an artist, for all y'all youngsters, you take notes on that, you know, connection, the vibe, the cohesiveness. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you could in hip hop we do this a lot. We'll go get like a bunch of different producers and shit, and we'll have some good songs on the album. But when you listen to the whole piece, it's like all over the place. It's like scattered pieces to a puzzle because it's not one thing, one sound by one producer. It's several. You hear that when you hear an artist that has done an album with one producer as opposed to you got an album of like, let's just say 22 songs and 6-7 different fucking producers. That's the way that hip hop does it. You could hear it.
Yeah.
But some of the classics are one producer.
Me, I'm super paisa, bro. Like I don't really listen to a lot of English music, but I noticed like when an album is made by by one thing, like one of my favorite albums in English is like fucking Slim Shady.
Yeah.
And he sounds like Dr. Dre, you know, like the whole from one to the last, like it sounds like
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe, yeah. It's all together.
You know, one producer, when you snap in, you create a vibe.
Yeah.
When you got too many, you can't really create a vibe because everybody's trying to just sort of match up with what you have already. Or you might be trying to match up with what you have already.
Yeah.
But it's better just to let go and be like, okay, I'm going to have this one fucking guy or chick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are badass female producers in hip-hop, too.
Absolutely.
You just let them go and go with the direction. You might find magic in that. Not everybody does, but you might find magic in that shit. And, you know, there's a lot to be said. But, you know, with a band, too, you know, with bands, they primarily go with one producer. They're not having several producers produce one album. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Right.
That is not the move.
That's why I like trip out on hip hop that no one's locked into that.
Right.
Everybody still kind of go get that mixed bag of beats.
Right. And that was a thing back in the days, you know what I mean? But I think now it's way more interesting when it's just, you know, one producer and one band or one artist for the whole thing. Like,
well, it did go through that, you know, who's the hot producer stage, and you wanted to get one joint or two joints from one producer, then you have the other hot producer, you wanted to get a couple from him. So you just was searching for the producers. and now it's kind of like shifted a little bit, and I think now the one producer thing is kind of coming back, into effect.
It's better that way.
Yeah, more interesting.
I feel that the music is better that way.
Yeah,
when there's a connection like that, and it's just a vibe created by, this group of people, as opposed to like, a group of 50 motherfuckers. That's hard. Because everybody's trying to throw their vibe in. How could you bring one vibe together when you got so many trying to
put in?
Yeah. But salute to the people that have made that work, because there are some albums that were done by multiple producers in hip hop that they put some classics together.
Yeah.
But it's a rarity when as a whole piece that it sounds great.
Yeah.
When it's so many, you're gonna have like a couple skip songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting question. What's a hip hop artist that's got the most skip songs on it?
Ooh,
Skippers.
that would be a very interesting conversation.
Oh, the name of the album,
Skippers.
And
it's just the album full. You don't never get to listen to it because it's just every song is just,
one verse in. You're like, nope,
nope,
no. Skippers.
I'll give it a verse sometime just to be fair. You know what I mean? Like verse and a hook, and it's not nope. It's the next one.
Yeah.
Usually, within the first 4 bars, you're like, all right,
yeah,
this is gonna suck, and you listen to skip.
Yeah. Be up on game. The Skippers album coming up soon. So, because you guys talk about weed, how much weed gets thrown on stage at you guys?
Damn.
Because I already know.
Yeah, honestly, we always get lucky, bro. Like we always get a lot of weed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Cool.
Yeah, I did a meet and greet like on Cinco de Mayo on Monday over there in Paris, and I left with my truck full of shit.
What, 2-3
donuts, bags? Yeah, we get a lot of weed, especially up north, like Texas.
That's the good part about talking about weed.
I like it when I can bring it back.
Yeah.
To the house.
Yeah.
When I can.
Yeah, we can bring it back to the house. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, but sometimes we fly. Sometimes we have to leave like a bunch of shit outside the hotel.
Man,
that's the hardest part.
Yeah, that's the hardest part to me.
That's the hardest part. What we'll do is we'll just make a care package for like the driver or one of the guys who was like one of the let's just say promoter reps, and he or she looked out for us. If we can't take it, we'll fucking just make the package and give it to them.
Hell yeah.
Say, hey, pass it out to your crew. And they're like tripping because they ain't smoked no weed like that. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah, we usually do that too.
Yeah, it's good karma.
Everybody will.
It's good karma.
A little bit.
I feel like it's been good karma for us. You know what I mean? Even with like other bands, like we'll be leaving town and another band will be coming in. We'll come across them. We're like, hey, you know what? We got way too much weed here.
Yeah.
You guys are just starting here. Take this
starter pack.
It'll get you through to the next city. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's created such great karma, man. Doing that shit.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it feels good to do, like.
Yeah.
Especially if they're gonna smoke it, like.
Yeah, that part. And they are gonna smoke it, because I know if you gave somebody some weed, they'd be like, oh my God, Alex just gave me this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna smoke that shit with all their friends, and they're gonna tell crazy tales.
Forever.
Ever.
What's your favorite weed you like to smoke right now? They be asking me that shit all the time, so I have to ask you.
Bring it. Fuck, right now, I feel like my old-time favorite was always been OG.
Yeah, everybody.
Some nice OG on that wood,
Everybody in Southern California mostly answers with the OG, because, I mean, it's in our DNA, you know what I'm saying? All these exotics are cool, but OG.
Like a year ago, I tried the Tenko. Tenko of sushis.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like today, my homie pulled up to my house to do some content in the morning. He had a wood of some crazy. The package was like queso.
Yeah.
Yes, queso the smelly cheese.
Yeah.
And it was by Tenko, some sushi down.
Shit.
That shit was killer.
You've been doing a lot of dabs lately, though.
Yeah, I like dabs.
You like dabs?
Yeah, I like rosin. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. Normally we have like hash holes here with Cali Blaze, but he's not here today.
No, sir.
Sorry, Cali Blaze. If you want to get some of that Cali Blaze hash holes, you can go to caliblaze.net. Fresh drops on Cali Blaze with the connected 41 and connected biscotti and deals site-wide on solventless hash flour and premium hash holes. Go to caliblaze.net, get a discount, use code BREALTV at checkout. Do you smoke a lot of hash holes these days too, or is it just dabs?
No, yeah, a lot of hash holes for sure.
Wow. I love those shits because they burn so slow and they taste good when it's the right shit. Yeah.
And Cali Blaze is called out. Dom said, man, he left some hash holes with you.
Oh.
Why are you holding out, Dom?
Damn.
Right. That's what.
Are there
Cali
hash
Blaze-
holes?
That's what Cali Blaze just said. He wrote that.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Yeah, where they at though?
Where they at though? Oh man.
Cali Blaze.
Yeah, I would love one for sure. Yeah. Hash holes. We for a minute, when we started this particular show, or maybe it was maybe in the second year, we were allowing our fans to like request dab hits from us. You know what I mean? Oh, well, there you go. Boom.
Oh,
Cali Blaze hash hole. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
They landed.
They landed. All right. I'm going to blaze this one. Sorry, Bobo. Do you want this one?
Man, it doesn't matter, man. You can do. You can smoke it.
Oh, I can? Thank
Can
you
you
so
smoke?
much. I will.
Yeah.
On your behalf. I
Thank
will
you.
smoke this shit right now. I'm going to put this regular ass joint out.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. But what I was saying was they were trying to take our heads off, bro, because we were using those stunning glass gravities. If you've hit those, right?
Yeah.
So they'd be like fucking asking us for 5 flips, 10 flips, 20 flips, 50 fucking flips, bro. Oh my God. The homie that we're talking about that does the hash holes, in one show he did 205 flips.
Damn.
In during the 2 hours, you know, like he kept doing flips throughout, but it was 205. We were hitting them dabs hard.
Oh, but with dabs?
Yeah, with dabs.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. We don't use that for flour.
I only seen it with flour. I never seen
yeah,
it with that.
no. We got it converted. See that piece right there is for dabs.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
I'm gonna get one of those.
Hey, when you try this, you're gonna love it because the thing is that you know, like with the flour, and you've probably tried the flour in this. It gets stale after a point, and you have that crazy carcinogen taste and shit like that, right? With the dabs, I mean, with the rosin, there is no stale shit. It all tastes good. So like each flip tastes good.
You want to try?
Yeah.
Man, it's smiling like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
You want to try?
Can't wait.
I don't know if the piece is charged up, but we got to charge it up.
Look at this smile on his face, man.
I was gonna say too. Hey, do you have your piece? That homie has a banjo piece too.
Oh, right on.
I think he has banjo piece. You guys want to take a dab?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. We were doing that shit almost every show. For like a good 2.5 year period.
Oh yeah.
They were fucking us up. Whenever I got home, bro, they caught up to me at home. Not here. Well, I was doing the show. I was totally cool. I get home and it's like, oh,
bang,
boom, boom,
high as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but we were doing it way too much. But I'm saying that's a good way to do them. Like in that,
It's like a gravity bong. Every time you flip it, like it collects and collects and collects.
Yeah, and that's a good piece. I mean, you know, all the other pieces are dope too, like like the rigs that they fucking make. But that shit right there, for perpetual hits.
Yeah. I was waking and baking doing that in the morning.
We got to see if we have an extra one we could send you home with, because like you got to try that shit with concentrates.
That's right.
Like one of the
sounds killer
dab pieces we have for it.
It's fun.
Yeah, those are the fucking.
You know
what was it called again? The G Pen. It's a G Pen something. What is it called? Module. Yeah, that piece right there. That's on it is called the module.
And
you charge it, and it's the heating element for the dabs. It's fucking. It's
once you dab out of that.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I mean, once you dab out of that, you're not gonna want to do flour out of that.
Yeah.
That's dab.
Yeah. You'll never do flour out of it once you do the dabs. You'll be like, oh hell no, this shit tastes too good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh yeah, you gotta try that shit. All right, where we at? I think we need to open the doors to the insane asylum. That means y'all got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. Let's do it.
Where the
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, let's do this. OG Tone in here. He's saying, yo, big shout out to Alex. I ran into you a couple of years ago at Sam's Club.
That's
Congrats
right.
on the 10 years.
Thank you so much, my boy. I remember that picture. Yeah, Sam's by my house.
Sam's Club,
Sam's Club, that's right.
Yeah, screw Costco.
Hey.
Easy.
What do you guys like better? Honest.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll toggle between the three, Smart and Final, that one, and Costco. Because they all have different shit that the other don't have.
Exactly.
Like, for instance, just some small shit as an example, right? You go to Costco, and they have these big-ass coffee cups. You don't got the little small coffee cups. Like, for offices, they got the big shit. But if you go to Smart and Final, they got those small ones. And if you want the smaller ones, they perhaps have them at Sam's Club. I mean, but none of them have the same fucking sizes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just shit like that. So you might go for a bunch of shit over here and a certain shit over here and other shit over there. But I fucks with all of them.
They all got good prices.
But how dare you, Colton? All right.
Karina's in here saying, I just want to put it out there that this lady has been down with Cypress Hill from day one, and I do enjoy all of your stuff. Much love, fam, and catch y'all soon in Canada.
Thank you very much, and much love to you. LL Cool J doing Send Dog's parts on the hype shit, Bobo. Just imagine that. I wonder what Send Dog thought when he saw that he's doing my parts.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about it yet, but
He probably hasn't even seen it. He's on vacation for the 20th time. All right.
Shout out to Fernando, thank you so much. And Kayla is in here asking, how does the table feel about Pope Leo?
Pope Leo, well, congratulations to Pope Leo.
Yeah, seems cool.
I have no ill will on Pope Leo. I don't know Pope Leo. Let's just hope that it works out for Pope Leo, yeah?
You know, it does. It sounds really simple, like it's Pope Leo. Like, yeah.
Well, it's Pope Leo the 16th.
Right.
Or the 14th, sorry.
Yeah. Well, but Pope John Paul being
third.
Oh, you wanted him to have a way cracking name, more.
No.
cracking name?
I'm just saying it's different. It's different for us because we're always used to having someone.
Well, you know what else is different is that he's an American Pope.
That's right, from Chicago.
It's not supposed to be an American Pope.
I thought he was Peruvian.
Well, he took up residence in Peru, but he's actually from Chicago.
Yeah.
We're apparently in the rules of when they pick a pope that any cardinal that they pick is not supposed to be from a superpower country.
Oh shit, for real?
And they changed the rules here.
They picked him on the second day.
On the second day.
The second day.
That's crazy.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's got some black in him.
Yeah, he's mixed apparently.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready to like
Flaxican.
Fucking Pope Leo, let's go.
That's right.
All right. Well, you know the Catholics are happy. You know what I'm saying?
Leo.
Congratulations. And moving on.
All right, Mike in here's asking, any wild stories on making On D Gas?
On the making of the gas, honestly, that song, it came out like one day. I did the song with Kane Rodriguez, and we were already recording a song with him. It was a cumbia, and then he's from Houston. I got some homies from Houston. The homies from On the Gas, they race trucks over there, and I was wanting to make them a song already, you know, because a lot of people support them in the street. So I was like, I'll make a song, and I know these guys from Houston. I'll make it today, and I started writing it in the studio, and it was kind of fast. It was the last song to go on the album, and that thing. They did a party, like, we had a release party like 2 weeks ago, I want to say, and they gave me a play for this single. It made 4 times platinum, so it did pretty good to be the last song on the
Hell
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you bringing here? What is this?
For you guys to take a dab?
Ooh,
It's a banjo piece.
Yeah, see that? That's an expensive piece right there.
This is where I go.
No,
Not
you're
my
fine.
department.
You're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You don't have to take the dab. We know. Oh man, that's a beautiful piece, man. Banjo is dope as fuck, man. He got a lot of great pieces out there.
Well, where that though? Let's go.
Yeah, see, this is the fine time for Cali Blaze to not be here.
Right? Yeah. See, Cali?
Missing out.
He's got all the party shit.
You should have told the doctor to come here.
Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Let me check this out. GT Mustang is saying, yo, when it comes to music, when it comes to albums, one of the first 3 tracks better be good or I'm canceling it. He says he'll toss it out if the first 3 tracks aren't good.
See, and that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's not just him. Some people, it's the first song.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
the first
true.
song.
If the first song ain't cracking,
no,
they send it packing.
Has there ever been an album that you guys have got that it's just been that you got to the store, you got it, and after the third song, you like, I'm fuck it, it's an L for me.
Is there a song
or an album?
An album. An album. Let me think.
That you bought.
I know. That I bought. Fuck. That's hard. I got because there's probably plenty of those, but I don't remember it off the top. How about you, Mello?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, you don't got that.
No. I got one, but I'm not.
Well, fucking say it.
I can't say it.
Why?
Man, because we know the guy.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Okay, I'll say one then. The Pied Piper. What was that fucking guy's name? That was the name of the song, but he was on the label with us. He was on Rough House. Chiba,
y'all.
Yeah.
I think.
Was that?
What the fuck?
Wasn't that his name, Chiba?
I think so. Something. But like I heard the first song on the album, and I'm like, no, this ain't for me. And in spite of having a big song, that song I did not feel.
He was a lot of hype. There was
A little bit of hype,
on
yes.
that- on
A little
that
bit of
record.
hype, yeah.
Little hype.
All right.
We have some people in here asking, Alex, has your smoking game gotten better since the smoke box? Do you smoke more than you did back then?
I smoke way less flower than back then.
More dabs.
More dabs, yeah. But yeah, definitely like the weed has been getting better and better every time.
Is it because? Well, I feel like I know the answer. I think it's because it tastes better, right?
Everything is better. Like.
And the impact is
10 years
faster.
ago, we were taking super hot dabs on the on metal,
man.
shatter on metal, like.
Yep.
Right now, it's a little different.
It's way different. You a whole lot of flavor, and the impact is a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or you choose, like if you want it a little bit hot, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do your dabs hot, or you let them temp down a little bit?
580.
Oh, that's good.
580, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I don't know about none of this.
Well, it's probably better for you.
Yeah.
Because you haven't. I mean, you don't do flour like that, so dabs would fucking just obliterate you. But I'll say this: if you took a little baby bitch hit, right, the one that's like a sip, it wouldn't fuck you up that bad, and you would love the flavor. And that's how it all starts. That little baby bitch hit, because nobody's fucking Samson on their first time. The fucking Samsons and the Herculeses and all them trying to be Mr. Big Shit on their first dab. Trust, they were all fucking parked on a sofa somewhere,
Homie.
hoping that they could get off the ride sooner than later.
Oh, man.
Because guess what? You got to build tolerance for that shit, right? Right, Alex? You got to build tolerance for this shit, right?
Definitely, yeah.
You ain't ready for this, Dewey?
Yeah. You don't want no part.
You don't want no part of this.
That's what it
Dewey.
sounds like. That's what it sounds
Get it
like.
hot, Pop?
How about, all right, what else you got?
I was gonna. Was this who you were talking about before, Chiba?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to have to bring his picture up because he was actually, a nice guy.
Yeah,
But,
he was part of that whole
whole
water
thing.
the bush scene and all that.
I think so. Yeah, they signed him and they thought it was going to be huge. And he had one song called The Pied Piper. But, aside from this song, I heard the first song and I was like, nope.
Eddie Chiba.
Something Chiba.
Eddie Chiba.
Chiba, y'all.
Man.
Sorry, Chiba. I'm very sorry. I'm just being honest. They asked me a question, and I got to stand by my name. You know what I mean?
For real.
All right.
All right, Marbell in here is asking, what was it like for Be Real and Bobo? What was it like working on How I Can Kill a Man with Corrupt, and who was singing at the end of that song?
Who was singing? Bobo, do you know who the singer was? I do not. I mean, I have to look at the credits to know.
It wasn't.
You know, I was surprised because I didn't even know that song existed till I walked in the studio that day. It was one of those things that got thrown upon me. Muggs was like, yo. I'm like, what's this?
Yeah.
And then when I heard the singing on it, I was like, what's this?
I remember.
Okay.
I remember when you heard the singing. I was right there, and you had that look like.
If I could take one song back, it would be that one.
For real?
And it would just to redo the chorus of it, and not use that chorus, and not having someone sing that chorus, no less.
The singing came out of
Oh,
nowhere.
that singing fucking gets me to this day. You'll never hear us play that song.
Nah.
And there's no hate on the homie that sung it. It's just that was not it.
Oh boy.
Not for me, anyway. See, I could be honest, even on our own songs. Know what I mean? But you did a great job, Mello, with Southland Killer and Low Rider.
Thank you, my brother.
I'll say that.
Thank you.
All right, what else you got?
Let's see here.
Yeah, he's ready.
That seems to be it so far.
All right, let's get down to this dab.
No. Under?
Yeah, underneath.
No.
No. Yeah,
No. Put it there.
Oh shit, you got some
The cap?
special shit. Yeah.
Help him, pa.
Oh, you got some special shit going on over here, all right?
Yeah, let me help you out, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bobo.
All right.
There it is. Ah, it's the underplate. See, Bobo ain't hit no new tech like that. That's new tech for Bobo. Yeah.
That's right. Ew. It's a good dab.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Big Lungs, he's back. He ain't never lost the big lungs. That's Big Lung Bobo. 8-foot bong hitter.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's thick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was some new tech.
Dabs are good, though. No, so you be careful on the pushback there. You be careful on that pushback.
Here you go.
Just, yeah, no.
You remember when Bart's wrecked the set?
Remember when Bart's wrecked the set? Oh.
Come on.
All right.
Man.
Oh, man. You got any shows coming up behind the new release?
Yeah, we actually got a tour going on. It's called Arriba la Compañía. We got it going on with this artist from Texas, from Houston. Those are Tamaulipas. They're doing really good too. So we got together to make this tour, and it's doing really good, bro. We started 2 months ago, and that shit's going really sick. So we got dates coming up next week. We're going to Texas, though. Texas and Oklahoma.
That's what's up, man. Hey, it's been great to have you back here, brother. We're going to have you back here again because we're going to be talking about a bunch of new shit you're going to be doing because I know it. And salute, brother, and congratulations for all the success and what you've been able to do and what you continue to do, brother.
Thank you so much for the space, brother, and hell yeah, we'll be here again for sure. Thank you so much.
And we got to do a collab.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to call you because
yeah.
we got Bobo and I got something planned with Cypress. We're going to call you. So
let's get him, my boy.
If you're available, man, we'd love to have you on that show.
Hell yeah. It'll be a pleasure.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Cool.
Any shout outs you want to give before we go?
No, I want to tell everybody, like to if they have the chance, go listen to the new album. It's called L7X, everywhere available. So check it out, man. I feel like it's like I'll say this sickest album ever. So go if you got a chance, go check it out.
That's what's up. C minus.
Shout out to everyone here at the table. Shout out to the Treehouse crew. Shout out to everyone that watches. You can follow me at C-Fan4. And everyone have a great week, and I'll see you on Thursday over here and on Twitch later tonight. Word up. What up, Eric Bobo?
All right. Catch me on the socials on Twitter, X at Eric Bobo, IG at Eric_Bobo. Also on Discord, Insane Asylum and Bobo's Corner. Big ups, Alex. Thank you for coming through. Everybody here at the table and Treehouse crew, all the supporters out there of the show. Discord mods and everybody that's out there and come through to the shows. We'll see you in Canada. All right. Snacks and I, we say, buddy.
Yo, shout out to Ray Morning Shot Film, shout out to the Dominator, shout out to Pedro back here. We got Silos coming up in the Twitch mix for the video mix, and what's up, Mellow Man Ace?
If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and social media. It's right there. Then go to the link in my bio and get the new Mellow Man Ace merch. If you're local here in LA, catch me at 19th Hole this Saturday. Delicious Vinyl on Friday. Shout out to everybody at the table, Legado7, Mr. Capone, brothers in the treehouse making us look and sound fabulous, man. Nothing but love for everybody, man. I'm having a ball. Shout out to my brother Be Real.
Strengthen your spirit and stand strong on your faith. Swallow that.
BREALTV.